Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll explain a mysterious horror thriller film where a cursed necklace, a dark family secret, and an evil twin spirit bring terror to one family. So let's dive in.
The film begins with a pregnant woman, who is in labor and lying on a bed screaming loudly. A man and another woman are taking care of her. The woman attending her is wearing a red necklace. Soon, the pregnant woman gives birth to a baby, but the child is neither crying nor moving, which worries everyone. Suddenly, the baby cries, giving them relief that he is fine. But then the mother screams again, because something else was still inside her belly. What was it? That is the mystery of the story, which we will learn later. The scene now shifts 30 years later, where we see a family, a mother and her two daughters. The elder daughter's name is Judith, and the younger one's name is Ellen. Both are getting ready for school. Their mother is a nurse. Their father is alive but lives separately from them, and the reason will soon be revealed. Both sisters leave for school, but Judith plans to go hang out with a friend instead. She tells Ellen not to tell anyone. Then we are introduced to a detective who turns out to be Judith and Ellen's father. He is currently living in a hotel, separated from his family, because he often drank and caused chaos at home. His wife had thrown him out. Now, he is trying to win her back with a plan. While checking old files, he comes across an evidence box from a 1938 case. Inside it, there's a necklace and a knife. He ignores most of it, but the necklace catches his attention. It's the same necklace worn by the pregnant woman at the start. Finding it valuable, he decides to gift it to his wife to win her over. That night, he goes to her house, but she refuses to let him in. The daughters, however, persuade her, so she reluctantly allows him inside. Judith then confesses that her grades were poor, which upsets her parents. Ellen reveals that Judith has been skipping school to hang out with a boy. Judith insists he's just a classmate, not her boyfriend. Her parents scold her, and Judith storms off. The father gives the necklace to his wife, but instead of being pleased, she tells him to leave. Outside, the couple argue over raising the children, and the father claims she can't handle it alone. The mother insists she can and doesn't need him. Later, Ellen ends up wearing the necklace since her mother doesn't. At night, Judith hears Ellen's voice and checks her room. Ellen is reading a children's book, saying she's reading it for a little boy who was with her but disappeared when Judith entered. Judith sees no one and assumes Ellen has an imaginary friend. Judith notices Ellen wearing the necklace and takes it from her. In the kitchen, the mother is unaware of a shadowy figure behind her. Meanwhile, Judith sees a small boy peeking into the room, but when she turns, he vanishes. Thinking it's Ellen, she checks Ellen's bed, but the blanket is bloodied and moving. Judith panics, then sees Ellen covered in blood, only for her to suddenly disappear. Their mother rushes in, but Ellen is perfectly fine in bed, dismissing Judith's claims as imagination. The next day, Ellen plays with her imaginary friend again. But we realize he is real and an invisible supernatural presence. He reveals his name through a letter puzzle, Jonah. When a heavy cabinet almost falls on Ellen, Jonah saves her, leaving marks on her arm. Ellen insists Jonah saved her, but Judith argues he isn't real. Angry, Ellen storms off. Their mother scolds Judith for not watching her sister, but Judith retorts, "I'm not her mother. She's not my responsibility." That night, Ellen misses her father. Her mother comforts her, promising that one day their family will reunite. Meanwhile, Judith sees Jonah herself and also encounters a terrifying woman with a slit throat, who vomits blood on her. Horrified, Judith tells her mother, but Ellen defends Jonah, calling him innocent and harmless. The mother forbids further talk of imaginary friends. Later, the mother dreams of being trapped inside the red necklace. She meets the woman from the beginning, who warns, "He just wants to kill me." The necklace strangles her in the dream, and she wakes up convinced something is wrong with it. She confronts her husband, who admits he took the necklace from the evidence box. Inside the box was also a knife connected to an old murder case. The case was about a couple whose child was Jonah, the same boy. The father explains, Jonah was cruel and disturbed, often killing animals. The townspeople noticed, and his father eventually abandoned them. Unable to bear it, Jonah's mother suffocated him to death and slit her own throat. The mother realizes the terrifying woman haunting them is Jonah's mother. Judith reveals she once saw Ellen wearing the necklace and took it, but later hid it under the sofa. However, when they search, it's gone. Ellen is later seen outside on a swing, wearing the necklace again, with Jonah beside her. He pushes her off, injuring her. Now it's clear Jonah isn't innocent, he is evil, tied to the necklace. The mother takes Ellen to the hospital, blaming Judith. Feeling guilty, Judith cries, and Jonah possesses her. Meanwhile, Ellen's father visits her in the hospital. At home, Judith's friend finds she has slaughtered her pet birds under Jonah's possession. The mother seeks help from a retired detective and a woman named Beatrice, who was connected to the 1938 case. Beatrice explains that her sister was part of a cult, practicing dark rituals and using the cursed necklace to help barren couples conceive. She gave it to Jonah's parents, but it was tainted with demonic power. That's why Jonah was born corrupted. Beatrice warns that destroying the necklace would release all the dark powers trapped inside, making things worse. She also reveals Jonah's mother had twins, a Jonah and an evil twin brother. It was actually the twin who committed terrible acts, not Jonah. Their mother kept the evil one locked away, but when he attacked Jonah and then her, she strangled him to death. Before dying, however, the evil twin spirit cursed the necklace and killed her through it. So the truth is, Jonah was innocent, while his twin was the real evil. But the rituals had mistakenly trapped Jonah's soul in the necklace instead of his brother's. Now, the evil spirit is possessing Judith. To end it, they return to the farmhouse where Jonah was born. During the ritual, Judith becomes violent and kills the detective. The father is also fatally wounded by the evil spirit and dies after apologizing to his family. In the climax, Ellen suggests seeking Jonah's help. Beatrice sends Ellen's spirit into the necklace's world, where she finds Jonah. He agrees to help. Jonah enters Ellen's body and confronts his twin inside Judith. He reminds his brother of their bond, the love they once shared. The evil twin softens, gives up his rage, and reconciles with Jonah. Both brothers return into the necklace, freeing Judith and ending the curse. The family embraces. Beatrice redeems her sister's mistake. The lesson is clear: love and unity can overcome even the darkest evil. The necklace, now safely sealed, no longer poses a threat as long as it remains hidden away. And with that, the film ends.
So friends, this film shows us how love can even calm the darkest of evils. What did you think? Was Jonah really innocent, or was he hiding something deeper? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie explanations.